That Forbes Music.
We're here with rapper Chainz. He's worked with artists including T.I., Lil Wayne, Ludacris, but what I really want to know about is his latest song. It's called Forbes Musik. It debuted a little while ago, and well, thanks for coming over to Forbes. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You bet.
As I told you off camera, I'm very surprised that music can reach, such audiences. I wasn't blind to the fact, but I was definitely in shock when I was invited to do this interview, so I want to tell you I appreciate it.
Oh, you bet. Well, so tell me, what was the inspiration for that song?
Well, the inspiration basically came behind the celebrity issue that you guys put out, dealing with music.
A lot of musicians who, won't necessarily admit to it, but they say that other people will sometimes, put a name of a brand in a song, not getting paid for it or anything, but just to show that, that they can do that and that they can work with brands. Is that something that was on your mind at all when you were recording this?
Not at all. Like I say, I definitely didn't know how quick the news would travel about the song. It was just something that I do. I like to create. So, for me, I'm an artist. I don't actually write. It was just good that I was in the studio getting that inspiration and being around the tools I needed to make the song happen. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to make a radio record. I wasn't trying to actually make a club record. I was just saying, how I felt. It was Forbes Music. Some people understand that brand and some people don't. And that really has to do with, different socio-economic, statuses and all of that. But I recognize what I want to be. And I want to be a part of that more than just making a song about it, you feel me? So financially as well.
Very good. What do you think it is about hip-hop and Forbes, that has drawn so many rappers to sort of include it in their work?
Well, it's a big deal. It's a sign of acknowledgement. It's letting people really know how much paper you getting without knowing exactly, kind of how much like a ballpark figure. So hip-hop deals with bragging and being, braggadocious, kind of boastful. So it's always been the gaudy jury. It's always been the who got the most money. And so a way that you could detect it is coming from a magazine that's reputable.
Yeah.
So with music, a lot of us kind of come from nothing, and not only that, is that we put words together to get acknowledged by something as big as the Forbes. So it's a big deal within our own community.
Okay. And one of our biggest issues of the year is the Forbes Billionaires issue. We also do the Forbes 400, the richest Americans.
Mm-hmm.
There've been some noises about, we put Jay-Z on the cover of our last Forbes 400 issue, and there's, been a lot of discussion of who's going to be hip-hop's first billionaire. In your opinion, who do you think is going to get there first?
It'll probably be, it's between the three people that you named. That's Jay-Z, Diddy, and probably Baby. Stunner. That's a no-brainer to me. Each one of those guys, they make such big deals. A lot of their moves aren't like petty. They make giant leaps. 50 does $300 million deal. You know what I mean? Like if you do 3 of those, you know what I mean. So it's a little different from the mentality of some other artists. You know what I mean? Who are content with maybe $1 million deal. You feel me?
Right.
And Baby, his longevity in the game, his consistency, the artist, Drake, the Wayne, all that to keep him going. And Diddy's the same kind of dude for us, having the brain, being spread it all over with TV, films, clothing, etc. So it kind of opened up doors for one of those. I can't honestly say who.
Very good.
So I know in order to be in next year's issue, I assume, I would have to be doing good right now. So I'm not like doing all that right. I'm okay. So let's just say 2013 I'll be in there.
All right. We'll see you then.
Hello, Slim.
Touche. The magazine, that mean you get into it. I got my magazine full and I might shoot you. Have your home.